we're going to be talking about the Atlanta Falcons. Now, I want to say apologies that it's been so long since I've uploaded my last video. I've been kind of under the weather for the past few days, have been really having a nasal voice, if you guys can still hear it. But what we're going to be talking about today is going to be Bill Belichick and the possible rumor that he may be the Falcons head coach. Apparently today, and I think tomorrow as well, he will be doing his second interview with Arthur Blank and the GM and the coach for the open coach position. I don't know why I said coach, but this is really interesting because I find it in the simple way. If they give him full control, I don't want Bill Belichick. We saw how he was when he had full control. He cannot draft players. He can build a team, but he couldn't draft players. So this is the reason why, in the perfect perspective, that I want Bill Belichick to be the Falcons head coach and stay the Falcons head coach no matter how long he decides to coach. Let it be 1 or 2 or 3 seasons. I'll be completely fine with that because he knows how to run a team. He'll build this team correctly. And the NFC South is not a very good division right now. It is very open. And with somebody like Bill Belichick as our head coach, the Falcons will have a good shot at keeping the NFC South ours for the next couple of years until he decides to retire. When he decides to retire, then we can think about bringing in a new coach. But the first thing that we need to do when it comes to deciding for a head coach is getting a quarterback. Now, in my honest opinion, a quarterback that I've always said since the beginning of the season, since the middle of the season, and to this day is Justin Fields. I do not care. It seems highly likely that the Bears will be trading Justin Fields and selecting Caleb Williams in the draft. Get Bill Belichick a quarterback that he can develop. Yes, he's not very good at developing quarterback, but this one has already shown this potential. This season, he's mobile, he can throw the ball, and as long as you build the team a good defense, Justin Fields doesn't have to do much. Bill Belichick was very good when it came to running backs and running the ball. You saw what he did with Ramir Stevenson this past season, and you can see what he can do with a two-headed running back system with Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson. Not to mention, he loves tight ends. And you got one of the best tight ends, Kyle Pitts. This would be a time for Kyle Pitts to take the next step into eliteness. And that is a very good chance of happening if Bill Belichick decides to be our head coach. Now, the other interview that we've done that's going to be going for a second is going to be Jim Harbaugh, who just come off winning the college football national championship. Now, unlike Jim Harbaugh, he's won in the NFL, but he hasn't won multiple Super Bowls like Bill Belichick. So I'm not really sure about Harbaugh, and I'll talk that about a different video. But Bill Belichick becoming the Falcons head coach, I'd be scared for the Saints, for the Carolina Panthers, and the Buccaneers. Because Bill Belichick, as long as he does not have full control and he does not have the GM position, this team is going to be a scary team. The Falcons defense is only a couple pieces away from being a very good defense. And like I said, we are only a quarterback away. If we have to trade a 2 second round picks for Justin Fields, I'm completely fine with that. Then we would have our quarterback for the future. And no matter what, let's say Bill Belichick goes in 3 seasons down the line, Justin Fields will probably get traded by then. And if Bill Belichick can make Justin Fields look good, then we can get a first round pick back for Justin Fields and then go down the road and select the quarterback. But in terms of Bill Belichick becoming our Falcons head coach, this is a move I'm all for on the case that he does not become the GM. Because if he becomes the GM and the coach, I don't want Bill Belichick here. The only person that I want to coach the Falcons is Bill Belichick. I don't want the coach and the GM. I want strictly the head coach, the 6-time Super Bowl champion head coach, Bill Belichick. You're going to be Atlanta Falcon, and I'm excited to see how it goes.